What is up? It is Rocky Tiger coming at you with episode number 3 on the Beyond Vanilla Season 4 modded server. And today, we're starting off in my little hut here, my little hobbit hole. I haven't stepped outside on the server yet, so I don't know if anything has really changed just over the last, night, essentially. But I'm really looking forward to seeing if anyone else has come up with any awesome builds. So let's just, that wasn't there before. So there's a tree at least. That's about it though. Not sure if there's anything else exciting to see. I did see someone had posted a picture of their house here earlier, and I kind of wandered around this earlier. This is lag. This is lag city right now for me. I've got an okay connection, but this is the lame guy's starter base, which is pretty interesting. Little hut uses the basalt, which I have no idea where you even get it. I guess maybe you just mine for it. I'm not really sure. And I'm rubber banding like crazy. Looks like someone got a basic, just an enchanting table up and a tackle box. That's cool. And I don't know what that is. I think that's something that you can make bait with for the aquaculture mod that we have. And there are creeper holes everywhere, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and sleep the night away here. I cannot rest, there are monsters nearby. Yeah, yikes. I don't think it's a zombie horde, but it's a fair amount. And when you're lagging and rubber banding like I am, and getting hit in the back, that's kind of problematic. Let's see if we can sleep now. Alright, there we go. Yeah, it is not very safe. He's absolutely right. So let's see if we can make it a little safer. Maybe put some torches up and around some places just to keep some of the mods away. Mobs. We have mods and we have mobs. So like I think I said at the end of the last episode, today I really want to try and get my hobbit hole looking a little bit less, dirty. So we're going to be digging out a pretty large area here, and then we're going to actually try and finish it up and furnish it and make it actually look comfy and cozy like a hobbit hole is supposed to be. So first I need to do a lot of excavating, and I also need to do some planting. So I've got wood somewhere. Here we go. 16 birch saplings should be enough to plant and get some more wood to be able to actually finish everything. So let's get that going on, and then I'm going to get to excavating, and I will see you all once I'm ready. Alright, so I've kind of burrowed out my little hobbit hole area. I've laid down a lot of birch planks as my flooring, and now I'm just kind of working on putting up some walls where we can actually then go and start adding the rest of the furnishings. So what I'm doing here is I kind of want, it's a hobbit hole, it's supposed to have kind of low ceilings, so we're adding these stairs, upside down stairs, to kind of make it feel a little bit more enclosed. This is going to be the bedroom, this is going to be the storage room, and then I'm going to try and do an enchanting setup right in this room when I actually get an enchanting table as well as some other stuff. And then I think this area, I'd really want to open this up a little bit, make more windows so it lets in more natural light, and kind of have this be a main kitchen sitting area sort of thing, dining table, who knows, something like that. But it's coming along pretty nicely. I'm liking the way that it's looking so far. I definitely need to make sure that I keep everything properly lit up as I am going through the process of building this, because I slept the other night and got promptly blown up by a creeper. I survived, but it was still an experience that, if at all possible, I'd like to avoid. I don't particularly care for getting blown up by creepers, so that was my own fault, and I just need to make sure that I take necessary steps to not have it happen again. For areas like this, I'm going to have slabs running across there as the ceiling, and I just got to be careful with some of this just to make sure that, see, like that, I need to make sure that doesn't become exposed. So I think what I'm actually doing is I'm just going to put a block there, planks, and then we'll go through like that. Alright, so we've got a little bit of progress that's been made. I also can't seem to open a gate in F5 mode. Not exactly finished. Not exactly finished at all. It looks a little bare, kind of like I haven't really moved in yet, which I guess is kind of fair because I kind of haven't. Opened this up a little bit. Not really sure how I want to do any of the landscaping on the outside. It's kind of hard to incorporate a build like this. Or incorporate the landscape into a build like this, but we've got our kind of main cooking, crafting area. We're going to have kind of a sitting room area here. Eventually I'm going to try and figure out what I can do to try and make some furniture. We've got our future enchanting room. We've got our storage room, which I moved all of my stuff into there. So for our first starter base storage, it's not bad. And the bedroom, which is also very bare and needs to have some work done. But overall, I am pretty pleased with how it's turning out so far. It needs a lot of decoration, but it's not bad. It definitely is not bad at all for a starter base at this point in the server. So I think with that, I'm going to be done with a little bit of building, and I kind of want to do a little bit of exploring now. We've got a Nether portal. I think it may be time to go ahead and venture on into the Nether just to kind of see what we're going to be dealing with, because it's most likely going to be where our main Nether hub is going to be focused around, somewhere around this area. So it's probably not a bad idea. And also, the Nether is different as well. Biomes Aplenty, which is one of the mods that we have on the server, completely changes the way that the Nether generates as well. So I'm kind of excited to see what we've got to deal with there. When I was doing a lot of the pre-building for the server, which means that I was preloading all of the world, getting it ready, building different stuff out in the different reaches, I did a lot of exploring the overworld, but I actually never stepped foot in the Nether at all. So this is going to be a first for me, and that's going to be pretty exciting. So I'm going to go ahead and get geared up properly. I've got lots of extra crap in my inventory right now that I don't need to be carrying. And then we're going to head on over to the Nether portal over near Sheep's Base and see what we've got to deal with. I do gotta say, I really like this particular biome. It's the brushland biome. I thought it was the Xeric shrubland or Xeric brushland, but it's not. It's just the regular brushland biome. I need to do a really quick kind of tour at some point as well, just to kind of show you guys what the starting area that we have to deal with is going to be like for this season. But here we go into Sheep's Portal, and let's take a look and see what the Nether is going to look like this season. Yeah, it is dark and kind of terrifying. What is this? I don't actually even know what that is. What is this? That is an ash block. That's kind of cool. I don't know what I can do with it, but I kind of want to get some and figure it out. We've got Nether quartz all over the place. We've got a lot of more of this. Is that ash block? No, that's basalt. Okay, cool. So that's where you get the basalt or basalt. get some of it in the nether. That's going to be fun because that adds a really cool texture, and it's a really different sort of block. Looks like more ash, which I think ash behaves like sand. It's kind of like a black sand. No, it doesn't. You can still stick it. It's not a gravity block. Okay, so that's nice to find out. As you can already see, though, we've got giant shrooms in the nether. We've got a couple of ghasts floating around that I can hear. We've got some other big shrooms. What is this one? We're in the fungi forest. So that's why we've got all these giant mushrooms hanging out all over the place. This looks interesting. What is this? That is a nether wart block. Now that is cool. Can I craft that down into anything? Or break it down? Maybe. I don't know if I'm able to do anything with the nether wart block or not, but that's kind of a neat block to have. A different palette. There's a lot of fun stuff that we're going to get to explore if we don't die. I haven't been in the nether without elytra in a very long time, so this is going to be an interesting experience. But mushrooms are awesome. Let's keep in mind where the portal is, and let's just kind of see what we can find. There's supposed to be other types of ore in the nether as well from the underground materials mod. So we should actually find like iron ore and cobalt and other stuff here, maybe even diamonds too, down here in the nether. It just kind of depends. I think I'm gonna, yeah, basalt, which is awesome because I definitely want to get my hands on a lot of this. I've got a couple of fun ideas for some builds using this stuff, but really, yeah, let's just try to not die. How about we do that? And let's hold a torch in our offhand. I love shaders, but they always make the nether look super, super dark. I think there's some tweaks that I can do that'll make it a little less obnoxious. Oh, I really need to be more careful. But yeah, right now it's just a little dark. So let's go exploring. And there you go, right there. I think that's cobalt, actually. So let's see if we can... Let's just get some netherrack real quick and pillar our way up, because I really want to take a look at that. It should behave basically like any other ore, and that looks like... I don't know if that's nether wart block or if that's something else, but that's interesting too. Okay, cool. So pillar up. And what is that? Yeah, nether cobalt ore. I think it behaves the exact same way that other ores behave. What is this stuff that I'm getting to? Is that basalt? Yes, okay, cool. But yeah, so there's different ores. It actually makes going and mining around in the nether a little bit more useful than it is in vanilla Minecraft. Not saying that, you know, mining for nether quartz and stuff isn't useful, but, you know, there's a very limited amount of resources that you can gather in the nether overall in vanilla Minecraft. And so from a miner's perspective, it really isn't that useful. And from a builder's perspective, it really isn't that useful either. If you're a redstoner, absolutely go after that nether quartz as much as you can. I guess you could go after nether quartz if you're a builder as well, but personally I don't use a whole lot of quartz in a lot of my builds, so it's kind of one of those hassles to go after. And now we've got marble anyways, so what's the point of using nether quartz for that? Is this, I think this is more of that nether wart block. Yeah, that's definitely what that is. Interesting block. It'll be fun to take a look and see what it looks like in the overworld. Let's just, what is, oh, is a zombie pigman. Okay, didn't know. Shaders make everything look different. Let's keep exploring and see if we can find any fun new ores. Okay, so we survived our trip to the nether. We got some basalt, we got some netherrack, some nether wart block, whatever the heck I can do with that, I do not know. We also got a couple of topazes, which is awesome because we could make some topaz tools, which I think will actually be pretty useful. I don't think I've got anything like that. I've got a ruby pickaxe, which I'm actually going to start using. I'm going to try and save my Neptunian pickaxe because it's got about half its durability left right now, and I have no way of fixing it at all. We also got some nether cobalt ore and some nether amethyst ore, so we can go ahead and smelt that down. We got some ash blocks, which I'm excited to see what those look like in the overworld. Got some nether quartz and something called a toadstool, which is from Biomes Aplenty. So I don't know what I can do with the toadstool, but it's going to be interesting to kind of experiment and take a look and see. We also have no coal in there, so let's go ahead and grab some. And yeah, I think I'm doing pretty well so far. It looks like it's way more stuff than it really is, though. Let's grab some coal, some charcoal, and get to smeltering some stuff down. Ooh, nether. I was gonna say, what is this? It's a nether brick. Those already existed. Not as exciting. Let's split it up and get to some schmelting. And I keep hearing husks. That's one thing I didn't take into account when we selected the brushland area for our starting biome, is that there are husks that spawn everywhere. And husks do not die in daylight. They are, persistent, they don't burn, and so even the daytime can be a little dangerous around here. So we might have to make sure that we're on our guard at basically all times. But let's take a look and see. Okay, here's the ash block. It does look like sand, only it doesn't behave like sand. It makes the same sand noise, it's got a very similar texture, but that's not what it is. And there's the basalt, which is cool because we can do a couple of things with it. We can make basalt bricks, which are going to be a really, really cool looking block to play with. And we can also do the basalt pillar, which it's got a subtle pattern to it, but the basalt bricks, that is a very pretty looking, very, very pretty looking block, and I am excited to play around with it as well. But right now I'm going to go and put some stuff away, finish getting all of my valuables and everything put away, and then I'm going to go and try and breed some goats, because we need leather, because we need enchanting, because yeah, without enchanting, yeah, that's going to make life a little bit harder. And since we only have a 525 block area right now, we're not going to find any cows anywhere, so we really, really need to get those goats bred up. So let's go ahead and drop our stuff off and then run over and see if we can breed up some goats. It looks like sheep beat me to it, so, but we can still breed, I think, a little bit, so we can get, there we go. Stealing! So, sheep's gonna go and try and get some sticky, I think you can get slime balls from jellyfish so we can make some leads, so let's see if we can actually go and join him real quick. Really hard to see with these shaders on. And there very well could be, oh, that's kind of cool. We can kind of cheat it a little bit. Looks like there's something over there. I can't tell what it is. It could be a shark, or it could have been a jellyfish. There are sharks, and the sharks are scary, so we do have to be careful. They're a relatively rare spawn, but they will spawn, and they will mess you up. I know I may be a tiger, but this could be a really, really bad idea. Let's well, you know what? Screw it. Let's do it. Let's try and kill the bear. He's not coming after me. Yeah! Alright. What do we get? We got black bear skin. I don't know if I can do anything with that. It doesn't look like I can. I'll have to figure that out at some point. What can I do with black bear skin? That's kind of cool. Kind of bummed out I didn't get a bear head. I think that's something you can get, but you know, that's not bad. Black bear skin, I suppose. That could be useful, right? Maybe. Who knows? Maybe we can make like a bearskin rug or something like that if we got enough of them. I've got a couple of wolf pelts, but I don't think I can actually like process them anyway. Maybe I can smelt them and turn it into like... Oh, I must have picked up all of those logs. Maybe I can smelt these and turn them into leather. That would be kind of cool. Let's find out. I got that cobalt. No, it doesn't look like it's a smeltable item, which is kind of a bummer. What can I do with it then? Ooh, I could make a cobalt chestplate. That'd be neat. And an amethyst sword. That's pretty powerful. What do I do with black bear skin? That is the question. That's a good question, isn't it? And it said is it telling me? Oh, amethyst. For some reason I was thinking it said I could make topaz gear, and I already have topaz gear. That's not right. So let's go ahead, drop our amethyst off, drop our cobalt off. We've got seeds right now. Where is my food? Food. Let's drop those seeds back off. No, we're going to actually hold on to the apple for now. And let's see how my food is doing, and then, yeah, move on to some other survival stuff. And eventually I'll get to building up and creating the inside of this house. But for right now, I think that is going to be about everything for this episode, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and all that other jazz. Later!